All right, let's dive into these 5 high quality setups I'm watching for trades Friday into Opex. So first on the list we got Tesla. So pretty much they gave us a good setup with that gap down lower. Thursday morning. We knew around 338, 337. If it's a hard short trade to go ahead and take. So once we started getting that bounce around 339 on the recovery, we jumped in some 345 calls, which played out pretty well for a bounce back to 345. It didn't hold, so going into Friday, first thing we want to see is we can get a pop back through 345. If it's real, it'll hold. We should start targeting that 347 level, 349, and then I would like to see if we get that higher high. We get some price action around 354. ABGO has got a simple setup compared to Tesla. Really, if chips run, this should be an easy trade. Through 234 should be a pop to 236, 237. This should be, we should get that pop in the first 10 minutes to 236. So you really want to eye something cheap like the 237 call. It should be around like 50 cents. That should be an easy trade for a double through that 236 level. You got triple Qs. I mean, this is a clean setup going into Opex. Above 520, we get that continued momentum we had at the end of the day on Thursday. Easy targets above, I would say, is 521, 522. If we break out to the outside, we got the highs around 524. And if, they really have to buy into Friday, we should get a pop to 527. On the downside, we got to flush through 516. You start targeting 515, 513 if they really are selling. Should head down to 510. And the main reason why you see this price gap around like this 517 level, 518 level, is really because it's just the chop zone. You don't want to get caught up trading here just because into Opex if they're just gonna start draining premiums. That's a good range. So you really want to wait for like the levels and then just play it smart. SPY the same deal as triple Qs. You really just want to trade the levels. There's lots of hedging going on with SPX. I'm pretty sure they were hedged heavy around 5,700. So there's a chance that they're going to have to continue to cover. So that means they're going to have to buy more. And in the end result of that, we're going to get an even bigger move higher. So a pretty good squeeze is coming up if they have to buy. So the first level is above or through 591. If we get some momentum early, should target 592.50, then 594. And if it's a real bounce, we should head to 596. And as I mentioned earlier, if we do get that squeeze, we got some more levels up here. Let's see. We got 598 and then 600. Now on the downside, we got, under 586. Should get a drop to 585, then 584. Then a nice flush if they are selling to 581. And like I said with triple Qs, you don't want to get chopped. You don't want to get caught in this chop range, this 587, 588 range. You don't want to get stuck there because there's really no action there. I mean, you could get in early, but you're probably gonna get your premium stolen from you. All right, here we got Boeing. You got to think that this stock should be out of news by now, until at least the FAA announcement comes out. They got plenty of orders, so it could be a tougher trade now. Everyone knows. I would say on the upside, we got through 208. We should head to 210. If it's a real buy, the bounce to 213 should be pretty quick. On the downside, if we break 204, we got 203, then a flush to 200, and if they keep selling it, we might get a drop down to 198.50. Yeah, so those are the 5 setups I'm looking to trade tomorrow, and we'll see which one looks the best. Maybe they all hit, but we'll see. We'll see in the morning how we open up.